Deep in the heart of ancient Britain, a legend was born. A young boy named Arthur, unaware of his royal lineage, pulled a sword from a stone. This was no ordinary feat, this was destiny. The sword, Excalibur, glinted in the sunlight. It proclaimed Arthur as the rightful king. Arthur was a just and compassionate ruler. He united a fractured kingdom. He established a court at Camelot. It became a beacon of hope and chivalry. Arthur's wisdom was matched by his courage. He defended his people from invaders. He brought peace and prosperity to the land. Arthur's reign was guided by the wizard Merlin. Merlin was a wise and powerful sorcerer. He provided counsel and magical aid. Merlin foresaw the challenges that Arthur would face. He helped to shape the young king into a wise and noble ruler. The legend of King Arthur, the boy who drew the sword from the stone, spread far and wide. He was a symbol of hope. He was a beacon of light in a dark age. He was a king who embodied the ideals of justice, courage, and wisdom. Arthur's vision extended beyond military might. He sought to unite his people. He sought to cultivate a spirit of chivalry. To achieve this, he formed the Knights of the Round Table. This was no ordinary fellowship. It was a brotherhood bound by a sacred oath. The Round Table was a symbol of equality. All knights, regardless of their lineage, were seated equally. They gathered around the table. They shared meals. They discussed matters of the kingdom. The Round Table fostered a sense of unity. It promoted camaraderie and respect among the knights. The knights were bound by a code of chivalry. They swore to uphold justice. They swore to protect the weak. They swore to act with honor in all things. This code guided their actions. It shaped their characters. It made them symbols of virtue throughout the land. Stories of their bravery and their nobility spread throughout the land. The Knights of the Round Table became a symbol of Arthur's vision. They embodied the ideals of unity, chivalry, and justice. They were the protectors of the realm. They were the embodiment of Arthur's dream. From across the kingdom and beyond, heroes flocked to Arthur's court. They pledged their swords to his service. They took their place at the legendary Round Table. Among them, Sir Lancelot shone brightest. The bravest and strongest, he hailed from across the sea. His skill in battle was unmatched. He was a loyal companion to Arthur, but his heart held a secret love for Guinevere. This love would have dire consequences for Camelot. Sir Galahad, pure of heart, arrived at Camelot. He was destined to seek the Holy Grail. Galahad's purity set him apart. These knights, along with Percival and Gawain, embarked on countless quests, vanquishing foes and righting wrongs. They defended the kingdom from danger. Their tales of courage resonated throughout the land. They inspired generations to come. Section 4. The Quest for the Grail. A sacred mission, testing the limits of faith and virtue. The quest for the Holy Grail was the ultimate test of chivalry and faith. This sacred relic held the power to heal and grant eternal life. Its discovery drove the knights to the edges of the known world. They faced perilous journeys and treacherous trials. The Grail tested their spirits and physical strength. Some knights faltered, consumed by pride or earthly desires. Lancelot, despite his valor, was burdened by past sins. His love for Guinevere cast a shadow over his heart. It hindered his spiritual progress. Galahad remained pure. He moved steadily towards his goal. His unwavering faith illuminated his path. The quest for the Grail defined the saga of the Round Table. It exemplified their pursuit of righteousness and willingness to face any challenge. Section 5. Shadows of Camelot. Betrayal, love, and the seeds of discord. Despite the outward splendor of Arthur's court, a creeping shadow began to spread from within. Lancelot's forbidden love for Guinevere, once a private torment, blossomed into an open secret, its whispers weaving a tapestry of betrayal and heartbreak. Mordred, Arthur's illegitimate son, fueled by a lust for power and a desire for revenge, saw an opportunity in this growing rift. He plotted to seize the throne for himself, manipulating those around him with insidious whispers and false promises. The love between Lancelot and Guinevere, once a source of strength, became a weapon in Mordred's hands. He exposed their affair, shattering the fragile peace of Camelot and turning Arthur's closest companions against him. The kingdom, once united under Arthur's banner, began to fracture. Trust eroded into suspicion. Loyalty crumbled under the weight of deceit. The seeds of discord, sown by betrayal and nurtured by ambition, threatened to consume Arthur's dream. Section 6. The Battle for Britain, a kingdom divided, and the fall of Arthur's dream. The idyllic world of Camelot crumbled under the weight of betrayal. Mordred, fueled by his lust for power, rallied Arthur's enemies. He turned them against the weakened kingdom. A bloody and brutal war engulfed the land. Brother fought brother. The dream of unity lay shattered. Arthur, heartbroken by Lancelot's betrayal and the destruction of his court, found himself forced to confront his former friend and champion. The clash of their armies shook the very foundations of Britain. It marked the tragic end of an era. The Battle of Camlan was a scene of unimaginable carnage. The flower of Britain's knighthood perished on that blood-soaked field. Arthur, wielding Excalibur with a heavy heart, faced Mordred in a final, desperate duel. He struck down his traitorous son, but not without grievous wounds himself. The land lay in ruins. Arthur's dream of a united and just kingdom lay shattered. The once glorious reign of the once and future king had reached its tragic and bloody end. Section 7. Legacy of a King, Echoes of Camelot in the Tapestry of Time. Mortally wounded, Arthur was borne away to the mystical island of Avalon. He left behind a legacy shrouded in myth and sorrow. The dream of Camelot, however, did not die with him. The ideals of chivalry, justice, and unity continued to resonate throughout the ages. The story of King Arthur and his knights became a tale whispered by the wind, passed down through generations. It served as a beacon of hope in dark times. It reminded people that even in the face of adversity, courage and compassion could prevail. Though the physical realm of Camelot faded into legend, its spirit lived on. It inspired countless acts of bravery, chivalry, and kindness. The legend of King Arthur, the boy who drew the sword from the stone, became a timeless reminder that even in the darkest of times, a single spark of hope can ignite a flame that will never be extinguished.